Hello everyone, I'm Ollie. I'm one of the marketing and CRM consultants here at HubGem, and we specialize in HubSpot implementation for the education sector. And in this series of videos, I'm going to be outlining the AI features that the HubSpot CRM offers and how we can use them. So building upon the videos that we have previously published, of course, you can go and have a look at those on our channel. We're going to go back into Copilot today and specifically have a look at how we can use Copilot to help us rewrite, expand on, change the tone of any of our existing written content. Now, of course, we can use the Copilot tool like I have popped out here on any of our HubSpot pages, but there are some specific tools that we can actually use Copilot within to actually help us achieve this with any of our written content. So those are the web pages tool, the landing pages tool, our blogs tool, the knowledge base tool if you have access to and are using that, the email marketing tool, our CTAs tool, and also SMS if you are able to use that tool as well. So if you haven't seen our previous video about the prompts you can use with Copilot, definitely check that out because you can achieve the same functionality that we're kind of going over here using Copilot's prompts from any of your windows. But if you are within any of these tools, there are some specific ways that we can ask Copilot to help us out with this. So in this video, we're going to have a look at a demonstration of that happening within the email marketing tool, within our landing pages tool, and also within our CTAs tool as well. So I'm inside of one of our marketing emails. Now this is an email that we want to send out to various contacts, just as letting us know that our applications are open to start applying for the school. So of course we've drafted a nice sort of branded email. We've got pictures, we've got smart modules, we've got personalization tokens, we've got buttons, we've got all the sort of usual elements that you'd expect here. It's a pretty good email. Maybe there's a section of this that we want to reword or change in some way, just because maybe we want to try something different. Maybe it wasn't performing very well, or of course we just need some inspiration. So what we can do, let's say it was this section here, maybe it was a little bit wordy, a little bit too long. We want to maybe have this section a little bit shorter. Or what we can do is highlight that piece of text that we want to adapt in some way using Copilot. And as you can see, we get this refine option appear with our little Copilot diamond logo. Now what we can do is drop into kind of all the different options that Copilot gives us here in terms of changing this piece of text. So we can go ahead and just ask Copilot to apply our brand's voice. This is something we covered right back in our first video that we have posted about Copilot settings, where you can apply some brand voice options. And then here we could ask Copilot to actually rewrite this in a way that sort of encompasses those values that we set. We can't ask Copilot just to rewrite this, and all it will do is just pretty much change some of the wording, change sort of the sentence structure, almost in a kind of random way. There's nothing really specific we're giving it here. It'll just rewrite it in a different way. We can also ask it to just expand this piece of text, which of course will kind of just make it a longer piece of information. We can also do the same thing, but in reverse. So we can ask it to actually shorten this piece of text, which is something I think we'll look at doing in this email because it's a little bit wordy. We can also ask it just to simply change the tone. So we can make this appear more friendly, professional, witty, heartfelt, or educational as well. So if there was a very sort of specific audience or a specific tone that you were trying to hit with this email, and maybe you just didn't quite get that, you've got sort of 5 options there for Copilot to help you out with. And if we hit something else, Copilot will just kind of ask us, what is it that we'd perhaps like to achieve. Now, the something else button is not sort of unlimited in its possibilities at the moment. As we know, Copilot is in beta, and of course we are generally in the early stages of Breeze intelligence and all the different AI features within HubSpot. So you can't kind of go in there and ask it, to write you kind of anything you want. It does still have to be quite specific and fairly limited at this point. But I think within these tools, we'd certainly get some really nice functionality here that we'll kind of showcase in the 3 tools today. So in this one, like I said, I want to go ahead and shorten this because it's a little bit wordy. I want to, make this email a little bit sort of easier to digest, for example. So what I've actually asked it to do is go ahead and actually shorten that piece of text. And as you can see here, Copilot has kind of done that for me. And it's also let us know that it did actually apply the brand voice that we would have set within the AI settings in our account as well, which is great. What we can do at this point is either just go ahead and replace the piece of text we have highlighted with Copilot's new generated content, or we can go ahead and actually refine this further and give further instructions to Copilot. Maybe we want this to be a little bit more friendly, professional, maybe shorten it even more. You can also give feedback here as well with a little thumbs up or thumbs down, just to help HubSpot start to understand if it's sort of delivering content that you're using and that you actually sort of like, the results it's producing. And you can, of course, copy this onto your clipboard. So if it wasn't necessarily this particular piece of text you might have wanted to copy, or maybe you're outside of the email marketing tool, just using Copilot as the little slide-in window, you can also copy what it produced and then go ahead and paste it anywhere else in your HubSpot account. But I'm pretty happy with that, so I'm going to go and replace the text. As you can see there, what it's then done is replace the piece of text that we have with the new section. And of course, we still have the old section in there. It's split it up a little bit, so we can go ahead and get rid of the previous piece of text, and now we have that nice shortened version inside of our marketing email. Of course, if we come back to this at any point and still wanted to do something further with this, we can highlight that piece of text again, go in and refine it. Maybe this time we want to make it sound more friendly. As you can see there, Copilot does the prompt for us, and again, it's reworded that same shortened piece of text, but now it's made it seem more friendly. And again, if we wanted to, we could go ahead and insert that, and as you can see, this time it's copied it over nicely for us. So the next tool, like I said at the start, that we can actually do this from within is our landing pages tool as well. So we've got a nice example again of a lovely school, branded landing page for our annual conference for next year. What we've got here is, a very simple sort of landing page, a few graphics, a few imagery, a bit of text. We've also got the upcoming event here as well, with a little sign up form, and then sort of yet to finish the bottom of the page at this point. But we've seen that we kind of, again, maybe want to edit this piece of text in some way. Maybe it's not quite hitting the mark that we want it to. So we're going to go ahead, of course, and highlight that piece of text again, and we'll go ahead and use our same refining options here. This time, maybe I want to just ask it to rewrite this. I'm not really sure what I want to achieve here, but I'm not happy with what I've got. So let's go ahead and just ask it to rewrite it in some way. As you can see here, it's gone ahead and done that for us. So we've got quite a large body of text here that we've just that is rewritten for us. Again, we read through it. Maybe we're happy with it. Of course, we can go ahead and insert it. Brand voice has been applied again, which is great. And of course, we can ask it again to refine further if we wanted to maybe change the tone now, if we wanted to maybe shorten this a little bit, and all of those options are still available again for us here. If we're happy with it, again, we can go ahead and insert that piece of text. As you can see here, we then can get rid of our old one. Again, still in beta, so not 100% of the time is it sort of copy and pasting that nicely for you, but it does ultimately get you that new piece of text it's created into your text field here. And as you can see, it's rewritten it in a way that's actually quite a bit longer than the last time as well. So again, we can go ahead, of course, check things like punctuation and specific bits of wording for yourselves before you, of course, kind of publish the landing page. But as you can see here, we've now sort of achieved what we wanted to achieve using this tool within the landing pages as well. Final little example, like I say, because it's very similar across the various tools that we outlined at the beginning. We're inside of our CTAs here. We have a nice little pop-up that we're creating here. Maybe we've gone in, we're launching a new podcast option. We want people to kind of go ahead and listen to that. But the text here that we've got at the moment is not massively descriptive. Maybe we want to make that a little bit longer, just so people can kind of get a sense of what this is all about. So we can go ahead and ask it to expand on this. The prompt will be pulled in there for you, and there you go. It's actually generated quite a large body of text this time as well. As you can see for this one, it hasn't actually been able to generate the brand voice. So again, in beta, so not always 100% reliable, but of course it's great to be testing this and giving the feedback on this as well. So we could go ahead and use that link to go ahead and set up the brand voice, but if you have already got it set up, maybe that was just a small sort of error or small glitch in the software for the moment. But as you can see, we have quite a large body of text now. We can go ahead and use all of those same options. Of course, we can replace it. That's now making our pop-up look a little bit too big. So maybe we then want to go ahead and shorten that slightly. It will then give us, something that was a lot nicer, a lot more sort of expanded upon than what we originally had, but now sort of fits in with, there you go, sort of fits in with the overall look of this particular pop-up. And again, you can go ahead, check, refine it more if you need to. But ultimately, you've ended up with a better version of the text that you had within your CTA. So there you go, that is all for this video. I really hope you found it useful or informative. In our next video, we will be going over how we can use Copilot to actually generate brand new content for us. So just to be really clear, this sort of functionality we're looking at today is for any of your existing content where you've already gone in, and manually typed or maybe used the AI in the past to create that content, and you're now asking Copilot to rewrite that in some way. Copilot can also generate brand new text content for us, which, like I said, we'll go through in our next session. But if you want to learn more about HubSpot or how we can help with your implementation within the education space, the links you'll need will either be on this post or in the description. Bye for now.